Welcome to Houston as we prepare you for baseball from Minute Maid Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Houston Astros. The Stros look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Charlie Morton starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, Charlie Morton is an interesting guy. Kind of turned his career around a few years ago when he decided to change his arm angle to that of Roy Halladay, the former Blue Jays and Phillies pitcher. Overpowering fastball at times would sink 92 to 95 miles an hour, sweeping slider, and the changeup. The key is he needs that sinker, that two-seamer, to throw it early on in the strike zone.
Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And he lays off for ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Here's Jed Lowry now as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Springer is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Batting designated hitter, Chris Davis.
At the plate, Chris Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Gaddis has a play. And that's the 3rd out. A's strand a couple. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Trevor Cahill, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Fowler ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like, and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Missed with a breaking ball. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Taken, strike two. Bregman leads off second with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. On the year, Altuve brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Hernandez scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros leave one. Still no score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Line hard. Foul. The 2-1 home is a ball down and away. Fouled off. 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball four, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Comes set, and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Nobody out, runner on first. Grounded back up the middle. Altuve for one. On to first, and they get them both. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Gurriel is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now batting, George Springer, set to lead off the home half of the second. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
And that's dead center for strike one.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Olsen is there, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. We'll move to the third with no score. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the 3rd inning on the show. Now at the plate, Dustin Fowler, and they'll start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow. First offering on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Fowler, a native. native of Georgia. He was taken in the 18th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. 1 there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
No real chance from the roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Next up for the A's, Mark Canha, a base hit in his first trip. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Jed Lowry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0 home down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Altuve is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. From the stretch, seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball one. That's inside. 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Alex Bregman is on deck. Way out in front.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Soft liner to the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Right fielder.
Digging in, Josh Reddick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to right center. Kenna facing back at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here for Josh Reddick. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Astros have pulled back even now with 1 run apiece.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needed 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Astros able to tie it here on the solo home run. We played 3 full, all even at 1 apiece. Striding forward now is the DH. Chris Davis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Here's the pitch. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Powell.
Stepping up to the plate, Boog Powell. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And there's a base hit on the line.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Ready with the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Correa breaking for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Powell's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
Now at the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Evan Gattis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
And their runners at the corners now. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Bounce back. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We're through 4. 2-1 Houston. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He popped out in his first trip.
Catcher, Victor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Cut fastball misses 2-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Digging in. Dustin. Fowler, he drew a walk his first time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses for ball 1. There's a strike. Line softly toward the hole.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Once more, a throw over in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Hit toward the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Ready for another shot now, Mark Hanna, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch misses Lowe. The throw down. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball 2 now.
With 2 outs and the base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Cut fastball is in for a strike. 2-1. Hernandez at second with 2 down. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting guaranteed points.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Reddick comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Manny, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
This one's flared out toward left. Fowler moving in. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May powers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Lowry on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. This is on the ground over to first. And it's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Altuve on second. Correa is over at first with 1 away. 1-1 the count now. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2 hit in the air down the right field line. Kenna sprinting after it, but he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double, and a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Breaking ball stays high. 3 runs, 9 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The batter, left fielder.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Pitch is popped up. Hernandez moving to his left, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run scores here in the frame. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Matt Chapman becomes the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So coming to the plate, Matt Olson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here it comes. Chopped weakly up the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Evan Gattis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Evan Gattis. Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to come on now, and we'll get an appearance from the hard-throwing right-hander Santiago Casilla. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Alex Bregman. He was a ground out victim last time up. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Casilla pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is Lowe, ball 2, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes now. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're up 3-2. Tony Sipp is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's set. Here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate. Sipp playing here in his age 34 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. 1 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Looped out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Justin Fowler.
Now in the box. Justin Fowler. Stephen Piscotty will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Piscotty averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Up next for Oakland.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Piscotty, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Stephen Piscotty will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
Stepping into the box, Josh Reddick. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Daniel Kalum gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Jose Altuve will be next. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Luke Hochevar comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Fly ball out toward left center field. Powell is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. He's running. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Chapman is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Striding in for Houston, George Springer. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a little tapper that goes foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 0-2 once more. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming, and it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Reddick is on his way home. And the runner will score from second. Springer takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate. And now it's a 5-2 ball game.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Kenna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Hector Rondon will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. So now it's Mark Canha. Singled home a run in his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The Astros are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
So stepping in, Jed Lowry. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. There is Altuve, and there are 2 away now. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gonzalez is there. And that's the 3rd out. A's are gone. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
Leading off for the Astros,
Blake Trinan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat.
Now pitching for the
Takes a
A's,
look down at the knees for a strike.
Blake Trinan.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The 1-1 home. Is a slider looked at and called a strike. Chopped weakly to the right. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-2. Chris Davinsky comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Chris Davis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ken Giles answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs. To this one, Chad Pinder will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And that one just missed outside. Olsen, the runner at second, with one away. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
The 1-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Stephen Piscotty. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Last strike now for Oakland. He hangs a K to end it, and the Astros break out the brooms at home and sweep their division rivals.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Astros used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Charlie Morton earns the win, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final